Hello, hi, hi, hi. Hello, hi. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. No one is saying anything. Good morning. Bilwa, good morning. SMD. Pushpa has also written something, but now nothing is there. No problem. Good morning, Chetan. Good morning, Srinivas. Good morning, Bilwa. Bilwakchi. Okay, Bilwa and Bilwakchi. No problem, no problem. Yeah. Padnamabhan Sura, good morning. Hello, sir. Ruchita, good morning. Good morning. Nikhil, good morning. Ashok, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. Sri Devi Ganta, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Bagunara, Bagunara. Edwin Paul, good morning, good morning. Bagunara, Maheshwari, good morning. Everyone Manchi at home, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So everyone Manchi at home, everyone Manchi at home. Yeah, very good, very good. So what's going on at home? क्या हो रहा है? Alpaharam aipoindi parvaledu. I don't take alpaharam parvaledu. No problem. Yeah. So what's going on at home? क्या हो रहा है घर पे? What's going on? Offline classes started last Thursday. Only offline classes started. But some of you are not able to come that much fast. That's why we are also putting online class, and we will have one online batch also. So that's why we are continuing that class. We are continuing online batch. We will have one proper dedicated online batch, and for that online batch, class will go throughout here through the app. But since for first week we are giving on the YouTube, but slowly after this week you will find class will not be on YouTube, it will be on the app. No problem. Yeah. Sir, when offline class started already, I said no problem. Yeah. So finally you have decided to go for one more year. Is it correct? Everyone has decided to give 1 year for your dream. Am I correct? Everyone decided, sir, one more year we will work, not 1 year. Now around 10 months. Sir, one more 10 years we will work hard and we will become doctor in the NEET 2026. No problem here. So I think now everyone has decided to invest one more year. I'm saying invest. You know, whenever you make any investment, that investment grows with time. Same thing is going to happen for this 1 year. Because many of you will be thinking, sir, 1 year I will be wasting. No, Baba. You are not wasting 1 year. You are investing one more year to see yourself as a doctor throughout entire of your life. After 10 years from here, after 20 years from here, doesn't matter how many long term you took. Matter is only one thing: who you are. Who you are. You are a doctor or you are not a doctor. So that's why this 1 year you are investing again. Main track will start from next week. From next week we will have proper chapter. We will start with the main track because these are also main track part only, bhai. These are all also main track part only, but these are not specific chapters mentioned in the NEET syllabus. Otherwise, whatever basic maths we are studying, some of you are thinking it's time pass nahi bhai. These are the basic thing. These are the things. Always remember, foundation of the building do not appear from outside. From outside, you see only glasses on the building, painting of the building, decoration on the building. But that building stands only when foundation is intact, only when basic is intact. So that basic we want you to make perfect, then only tomorrow you'll be able to make your entire journey, entire physics in the best possible manner. So don't think, sir, this is not main track part. Yeah, only name is not mentioned. Your long-term people, you already know. Your long-term people already completed CDR Inter. You already know what is the use of basic maths in physics. Everywhere, most of the people this year felt problem not due to concepts were simple, by only due to calculation, only due to maths which was involved there. So these are part of main track, but separate chapters are not mentioned in the NEET syllabus. That's why we are saying it collectively as basic maths. Is it okay? Is it okay? And don't feel, because since today is our first online class, so that's why I'm talking about. Yeah, And never feel demotivated, sir. I am doing one more year long term. No, bhai. Right now, you may be feeling 1 year, you are again putting, but always right now, you'll be in doubt whether your decision to take this long term is correct or not. Maybe you will be in the doubt right now. But once you'll get selected in the NEET 2026, entire your life best decision will be this decision. Entire your life, separate notes you can make. You can make separate notes for track 1, separate notes for track 2. What I am saying, right now you may be hesitating, sir, shall I take one more long term or not? I should take or not? I should take or not? But next year, if you get selected in the NEET exam, now, throughout your life, you will always say, best decision of my life is to take one more year drop, which has made me doctor. After 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, doesn't matter. Second long term, third long term, parva ledu. Parva ledu. If you have that passion, if you have that thinking, if you have that dream to see yourself only as MBBS doctor, parva ledu. Are 2-3 years doesn't matter. One girl I saw, now she is getting around 519 marks. Now she will get very best medical college in the Andhra. That girl has taken 5th long term. The day we opened Gosalites, she joined with us. 2021, 2022, 2020. Every time she is missing by 5-10 marks. Look at her patience. But now finally in the NEET 2025, she is getting around 520 marks, which will make her a doctor now. 5 years old, yeah. 5 years old, doesn't matter by. After 10 years, no one will care how many drop you took, what is your age. Matter is who you are. Who you are. Who you are. That who will be a doctor. So that will matter. I'm not saying for everyone. I'm saying for those people who has that passion in their mind, who has that thinking in their mind. If I want to live my life, I will live my life as a MBBS doctor. If that feeling is there, don't think about first long term, don't think about second long term, don't think about third long term. Work hard, work in the best possible manner. Get into the MBBS college, become doctor, and live proudly entire your life with interest. If you want to become doctor, if you join any other course now, you will live your life, but will not have interest. Every here and there thought will keep on coming. I wanted to see myself as a MBBS doctor, now I'm a veterinary doctor. So this thinking will keep on haunting entire your life. So better one more year you can invest, work in that 1 year, and go to the medical college. Okay, no problem. Yeah, 5 years, of course. Yeah, that is right. In Andhra, people feel that much by. In North India, it's very common. People take 6 long term, 7 long term, 8 long term also. In Andhra, if you see Bihar and UP, their cutoff is very high. There it's very common. So don't think about all this thing. Who can give you promise? Does anyone can give you promise that tomorrow you will not die? No one can give. There is nothing known as promise. Only one thing is known, that is dedicated hard work. If you do that hard work, if you do the action, then reaction will come. Reaction will come only when you'll do the proper action. So no one can promise anything. No one can promise that tomorrow you will be alive also. You can die also tomorrow. But what is in our control? In our control is our hard work. So that hard work you have to do. No problem. So everyone decided in their mind. There should not be any ambiguity. The way we have ambiguity in the questions, that should not be in your mind, that I should study or not study. No. Once you decide 100%. If I want to do, I will do. That's it. So everyone decided, I am good, bhai. How I am appearing? I am appearing good, na? So never think. People in your life will keep on saying you did 2 long term, 3 long term, 4. Parva ledu. Look at them. They will be veterinary doctor. You will be MBBS doctor. There will be no matching of the status. People in your life will keep on demotivating. 2 tracks will be there for physics and 2 tracks will be for chemistry. In your life, people will keep on demotivating you. They will keep on taunting you. You took 3 long term, 3 long term. Now in the life status, if you check, after 10 years, you will be MBBS doctor, they will be veterinary doctor. No matching. You will see human being, disease of human being, they will see disease of animals. Yeah. So wait for that time. So don't worry about all those things. No problem. About Siddharth sir, I think in zoology Siddharth sir will come. So these are secondary points. Primary points is your thought process. Positively think and work accordingly. Positively think and work accordingly. Become doctor in the NEET 2026. Tarvata. Parva ledu all this thing, 2 long term, 3 long term doesn't matter. Matter is who you are. You will be MBBS doctor, and I'm saying right now, those who will get selected next year, they will say this was the best decision that I took one more long term. So start working like that, no problem, yeah. And Siddharth sir will come for zoology. You already know who is going to come. So okay, anyone coming, that will be same. Nothing very much, no problem, yeah. And let's talk about class also, because we have to complete this basic maths part during this week. 1 week we have to complete this basic maths part. Next week we start with the main track. In physics also, in chemistry also, bio it will be going on, no problem, yeah. Okay, and in physics 2 tracks are there. Already track 2 was taken yesterday, Manish sir. Track 1 I will take today. From today I will be starting track 1. This week we will study basic maths. In track 1 in basic maths we will study differentiation and integration. This is the first class of physics. This is the first class of physics track 1. One class yesterday already happened, that was track 2. Video is there on YouTube, you can see that video. Sunday will be the exam. ये वाइवा ले रहे हो क्या मेरा? Taking my वाइवा. Sir, remember everything. चलो, this will get to know. These are the things which people get to know by. These are the things which people get to know with time. परवा ले दो. You have to study the main points. No problem. Yeah. So, I will not take in long term boys. Amit sir is there. For track 1, Amit sir is there. For track 2, Mohit sir is there. Unprecedented best faculties of long term boys, that is Amit sir track 1 and Mohit sir track 2. Botany will be started tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll also have botany class. No problem, yeah. So now I will start. Now we'll talk about physics. Exam will be अरे बाबा कैसे बच्चे भाई ओपिका पे टंडी. Exam will be done on app. Don't worry, all these things will happen in few days. You will get registered in the app, you will be able to download the app, everything will be done. So don't worry about that. No track 3, maybe at the some time 1-2 chapters we will put in track 3. Otherwise we will have mainly track 1 and track 2. 2 tracks will be there. Track 3 tracks are not going on. 3 tracks are not going on, only 2 tracks will go in physics. Yeah, I am coming for offline, bhai. I will come for offline also, I will come for online also. Chalo. So now, so I will take physics track 1. During this 1 week, in track 1, we will study about basic maths. In basic maths, we will study differentiation and integration. Is it okay for everyone? Everyone understood this part? Differentiation and integration we will study in track 1 in basic maths. Already done during one more program, we had ABC program already done, but that was for general people. Now we are having a specially class, so that's why we will again do. Everyone got the idea? Bhai kuch bata do, bhai kuch symbol de do. Yes sir, understood. Or you can send my symbol also, understood sir. In physics track 1, we will do basic maths for 1 week. In basic maths, we will do differentiation and integration. Most of you already know. Some of you have attended ABC lecture, so there also you know. But that was not program. Now we have started actual physics for our needs. So that's why we'll again do. No problem. These lectures will be almost same, but better you will attend these lectures also, because now proper things will go in sequence. No problem. Yeah. So everyone understood. Chalo, everyone is sending this symbol, means everyone understood. You have to make notes also properly. This is the problem with online student. Till the time they remain in online, they don't make proper notes. They don't make proper notes after coming to offline. Ultimately, you have to come to offline. Ultimately, you have to come for offline. That will be better for you. But what happened for online student? Till the time they remain in online, they don't write notes properly. Please write your notes. Your notes are your investment. Write down the notes so that tomorrow when you have to revise, You have to revise from your handwritten notes. Your handwritten notes means whenever you revise, it will be easier for you to revise it again. Question, Balu, you did not see on YouTube. We have put so many question matched from our test. Don't think about all those things. By right now, start preparing. These are useless things to ask, sir. Will the question match? So how 1500 students will get selected from one institute? Out of 4000 giving exam, 1500 students have got selected. Can you calculate the percentage? 35% percentage is there. How that is possible? Of course, questions will match. These are secondary thing. First, you have to make yourself perfect. First, you have to start studying. No problem, no problem. Yeah. So everyone can write. So you have to make notes also properly. Track 1 notes, track 2 notes, track 1 notes. We will start. You can write in track 1. Differentiation and integration. This is the topic we are going to study. Differentiation and integration. Differentiation and integration. We'll study in detail about differentiation and integration during this coming 1 week. So everyone can write in their notes in bold letters, differentiation and integration. Maybe many of you already know, already you have done all these things, but again you have to do. Again you have to do. Then only you will become perfect in this differentiation and integration. Writing done, bhai. Now like a proper class you have to attend. It's not like time pass on YouTube. Now proper class, proper notes you have to make, notes you have to revise, questions you have to do. Everyone written? Differentiation and integration. कुछ बोल दो भाई. No problem. And this is the first topic we are starting. This is the first topic which will be used in every chapter. I don't need to tell you importance of this differentiation integration every time. You already know it will be used in every chapter. So no problem, no problem. We'll talk about differentiation and integration. Now we are going to start. थोड़ा ध्यान देना. Be focused, be focused, be focused. No problem, no problem. ध्यान दो. Differentiation and integration. We are going to start this part. But before starting this differentiation and integration, I cannot tell you differentiation directly. I cannot tell you integration directly. Some of the points which you must know. If you know those points, then only you can relate differentiation and integration. So always remember, in ABC class it is already finished, but that was a different program. That was for everyone. Now we are doing for our proper track sheet we are following now. So proper track sheet we are following now. So again we have to do this differentiation and integration. And always remember, good things must be done again and again. So that's why this differentiation is very important, integration very important. So again and again we have to do. Chalo, okay, no problem. Yeah. So differentiation, integration we will do. Before starting differentiation and integration, one word is there which will always come in physics. In every chapter of physics, one word will keep on coming. That word you must know. Can you tell me what is that word? What is that word? Differentiation, integration we will start, but before that some points you must know. So one word is there which is always used in physics. That word is function. That word is function. We will talk about the word function. We'll talk about the word function. Most of you are knowing. We'll talk about the word function. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of word function? Function means what? What function represent? Dependency. Vaishnavi said correct. बहुत बढ़िया. Anjana Amma, very good. Srikant, very good. Charan, very good. Deepak, very good. Tanish, very good. Dikshit, very good. They have done during ABC program. No problem. No problem. Again, you have to know. These are the things you studied last year also. Last year also you studied, but when came you are not able to do. These are important things which you need to study again and again. So it will be revision for you. No problem. Yeah. So function, differentiation, integration we are starting. We will talk about word function. So थोड़ा ध्यान देना. Be focused. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Always remember in physics, whenever you have one quantity now, that one quantity always depends on another quantity. For example, if you talk about position, whenever any particle is moving now, you will realize that position of the particle is depending on time. Position of the particle is depending on time. So this word depend in physics we call as function. Whenever, थोड़ा ध्यान दो, focus करो, whenever one quantity depends on another quantity, it's not only about physics, it's also about our day-to-day life. हाँ, you can see, no problem, it's your wish, Kirti, no problem. Yeah. So थोड़ा ध्यान दो. हाँ, so always remember in our day-to-day life also, for example, whatever the rank you will get in the NEET 2026, that will depend on your hard work which you will do this year. If you are preparing tea, how much sweetness tea will have, that will depend on amount of sugar that you will put. So always remember, everything in our day-to-day life also depends on other thing. So in the similar manner, all the quantities which you study in physics always depend on other quantity. So this word depend, in physics we don't say always depend, we say function. Function means dependency. You can write the meaning of what function. Come on, those who have already written during ABC, just they can underline, for them it will be revision. You can write this point. Whenever one quantity depends on, whenever one quantity depends on another quantity, whenever one quantity depends on another quantity, whenever one quantity depends on another quantity, then dependent quantity, whenever one quantity depends on another quantity, then dependent quantity is known as, then dependent quantity is known as its function. Then dependent quantity is known as its function. Then dependent quantity is known as its function. Function simply represents, next point. Function simply represents dependency. Function simply represents dependency. Whenever one quantity, dependent quantity is known as its function. Function simply represents dependency. Everyone written this statement? Everyone writing done? No problem. So whenever, it's not only about physics, everything in our day-to-day life also depend on, whatever the clothes you are wearing, whatever the mobile phone you are carrying, that will depend on how much money your parents are giving. So everything depend on each other. So this word depend in physics, sometimes we say depend, sometimes we say function. So function word means dependency. For example, एक बार देख लो, no problem. Yeah. This example will also give you idea how to represent the function. With the help of this example, I will tell you how to represent the function also. तो एक बार देख लो, no problem. Yeah. For example, you have seen many equations that we write in physics. For example, someone came and he said, I'm giving one example, थोड़ा देख लेना. From this example, I will also tell you how to represent function, how it is represented in physics. Yeah. So for example, someone came and if, for example, someone given me one equation. He gave me one equation, y equal to x square. Someone came and he gave me one equation, y equal to x square. Now you can see from here you can see value of y will depend on what value of x you are putting. If you put x0, y will come 0. If you put x1, y will come 1. So here if you see, if any equation is given like this, any equation is given, sir, v equal to x square. Someone has given me equation, y equal to x square. Value of y will depend on value of x. If you put x equal to 0, y will become 0 square, that will ultimately become 0. If you put x equal to 1, y will become 1 square, that will ultimately become 1. If you put x equal to 2, y will become 2 square, that will become ultimately 4, and so on. Means from here I can say, thoda dhyan do, be focused. Tomorrow this thing will be used for velocity, for acceleration, for momentum, for EMF. Everywhere this thing will be used. That means, sir, one thing I can say from here, one thing I can say, value of y is depending. First we are getting x, then we are getting y. Means from here I can say, y value of y depends on x. Y depends on x. That means y depends. This is a general way. But in physics, this word depends we write as function. So from here, better we say, in physics, we don't say y depends on x. If we say y depends on x, no problem, good. But always they will not say y depends on x. In place of depends, they will use what? Function. So we'll say y is function of x. Y is function of x. And we will represent this as y equal to fx. F is the representation for word function. Ardhminda bhai, samjhe kya? During ABC class also I already told all this thing, but again I have to tell. Again we have to restart. So many concepts I already told last year. That doesn't mean this year I will not tell. Again I have to tell. Good things must be taught again and again, must be studied again and again. So from here I can say y is depending on x. That means y is function of x, and how we'll represent y equal to fx. Is it okay? Everyone can write this example by. Everyone can write this example. After writing, you can say done, sir. So y depends on x, so y is function of x, so y equal to fx. Y equal to fx. No problem, no problem, no problem. Okay, sir, we got this thing, no problem, nothing to worry. Yeah, okay, huh. This is one example. Now I'll take one more example where this thing will be used. Thoda dhyan dena, be focused. Important example I will take from our physics. This was example from maths. I will take one example from physics. Dhyan do. Previously one question also came in the NEET exam. I cannot tell you exact that question, but I will tell you what they asked. For example, someone says, someone is giving you position. Someone is giving you position. And he is saying, sir, position of the particle we are representing by x. Position of the particle we are representing by x. And x is given as t square plus 2t plus 4. Someone came and he said, sir, position of the particle is given as t square plus 2t plus 4. He said position of the particle is function of time and value of that function is t square plus 2t plus 4. And he asked, dhyan do, these are the things which are used in physics. Important part. You can see here position of the particle is depending on time now. So position is function of time. What is its value? T square plus 2t plus 4. And they ask, what is the position? You have to tell. What is position of particle? What is position of particle? Position of particle at t equal to 1 second and t equal to 2 seconds. These are the two things you have to tell. What is the position of the particle at t equal to 1 second and at t equal to 2 seconds? You can see position is depending on time now. So if you put the value of time, position value will come. So just you have to put the value of time there. First one batao bhai, second one batao. This type of questions are used. Dikshit said very good, Dikshit. Lucky Royal, very good. Only 2 answers came till now. In ABC class when I used to give a question, they used to give answer very fast. Come on bhai, 2 ही बच्चे हैं क्या यहाँ पे? Harshini gave very good, Binita very good, Pallavi very good, Deepak very good, Pushpa very good, Yashwant very good, yeah, Pallavi very good, Binta very good, Harsha very good, Deepak very good, Spurti very good, Mahfouz very good. I think everyone got. That is the meaning. That is the meaning. That is the meaning. No problem. Yeah. Okay. So they ask you. So I think everyone got the idea. You can see your position is function of time, means position is depending on time. So if you put the value of time now, at that particular time, you will get the position. That is the meaning of this question. What is the position of the particle at t equal to 1 second, at t equal to 2 seconds? Sir, why you are saying? Why you did not ask? Find the position of the particle at y equal to 10 meter, and why you did not ask find the position of the particle at y equal to 1 and y equal to 2? I cannot ask because position is not function of y. Position is function of time. So that's why they have to ask with the help of time. That is the meaning of word function. At t equal to 1 second and at t equal to 2 seconds. Since position depend on time, since position is function of time, so for the given time instant, we will get the value of position. So in first situation, they ask, find the position of the particle. First situation, find the position of the particle at t equal to 1 second. Means this is the value of position. When they are asking t equal to 1, so in place of t, put 1. So it will become 1 square plus 2 into 1 plus 4. And this will ultimately give you 7 meters. Similarly, second situation, they ask, find the position of the particle at t equal to 2 seconds. Means they have given you value of time, because position depends on time. So that's why they have to give time. Then only I can find position. Now they have given time as 2 seconds. In place of t, put 2. So 2 square plus 2 into 2 plus 4. And this is ultimately giving you 12 meters. Is it okay? Everyone understood meaning of word function? So many places, if you have done senior inter, junior inter, so many places like this, we used to calculate time, then we used to put the value of time and we used to get the answer. Bolo bhai, did you understand? What is 4? Everyone understood what is the meaning of word function and how to put and get the value of the function at that instant. Achha, here they can ask you. I was saying you now, question came in the NEET. Yeah, previously once they gave question in the NEET. They gave like this, but they did not ask position. They asked what is displaced. Same question they can ask you. They will give you same equation, same times they will mention, and they will ask what is displacement. They will ask you. This is a question which can be asked in the NEET exam, which is given in NCERT solved example, where they gave the same question, but they asked, find displacement of the particle. Find displacement of particle from t equal to 1 second to t equal to 2 seconds. Can you tell me what is displacement of the particle from t equal to 1 second to t equal to 2 seconds? What is displacement of the particle from t equal to displacement? Now this is the question of the NEET. This is not question of the NEET, but this is a question of the NEET. Easy question of the NEET. Easy question of the NEET. This is easy question of the NEET. Displacement they are asking. Find the displacement of the particle at from t equal to 1 second to t equal to 2 second. Displacement means change in position. That will become x at t equal to 2 second minus x at t equal to 1 second. Because they are asking from 1 second to 2 second. So change in position. Change in position, they are asking you change in position, you already know. T equal to 2 second, what was final position? 12. What was initial position? 7. So displacement will come 5 meter. So this is how we can talk about. Samjhe kya bhai? SMD, what is that? 4 and 6. Lucky Royal, what is that? 4 and 6. Lucky, Anjanamma, what is that? 4 and 6. ये क्या बोल रहा है 4 and 6? So displacement, did you understood what is the use of all these things? Why I told you tomorrow so many questions will come like this. Yeah. Now you know displacement. If they give you time, you can find average velocity also, total displacement by total time. Here they can ask you average velocity also, because total time also you know 1 second. If they ask you what is just this, all these things we study in kinematics also, but since we got here they can ask you find average velocity. So average velocity means total displacement by total time. Total displacement by total time. What is total displacement, sir? 5. What is total time? Final time 2 seconds, initial time 1 second. So 2 minus 1 means average velocity will come 5 meter per second. This question of NEET. Is it okay? Everyone got the idea about word function, how to put the value of the t, how to calculate all these things? Kuch samjhe kya? Then we'll move towards one more word. So function word means dependency. Every quantity in physics depends on other quantity. That word depends we write as function. In short, function means dependency. No problem, no problem. Yeah, this is okay. This is okay. No problem, no problem. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Huh? Now we are going to move further. So word function, come on, before moving further, everyone will say, what is the meaning of word function? What is one word meaning for function? Function word represent, Twarga bhai. Function word represent, Twarga. Function word represent. Dikshit, very good. Jaldi bhai, so rahe ho kya? Word function means dependency. Word function means dependency. Whenever from now, whenever in physics it will come function, in our mind one word will come in place of function, dependency. It's not birthday function, it's not marriage function, it's not engagement function, it's not reunion function, it's not annual function. In physics, word function means dependency, that's it. No problem, no problem. Yeah. Now we are going to move towards some function word we completed. Function word we completed, no problem. Yeah. Now one more word we are going to talk. That word is known as rate of change of function. Rate of change of function. Again, one of the most important word which will keep on coming in every chapter. You can write in your main notes, come on. Rate of change of function. Likho. Rate of change of function. Rate of change of function. Rate of change of function. And can anyone tell me what is the meaning of word rate of change of function? What is rate of change of function? No, not always with respect to time. It depends on what it depends. It is function of what that will decide. Lakshmi is saying how fast change occurs. How fast quantity change when variable on which it depends is changed. Very good. Srikant, you remembered. No problem. Yeah. How fast change is happening. Rate of change of function is differentiation. Wrong. Not correct. Not correct. Not correct. For LKG student, it's okay. For those who are preparing to become a doctor, they cannot say directly differentiation. No problem. No problem. We'll talk about, yeah. Bharti is also saying correct. Paul is also saying correct. Most of the people saying correct. Again, we will talk. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Thoda dhyan dena. Okay. If you see, very good. Pallavi, very good. Now, if you see the name of topic, it's not change of function. It's rate of change. Rate of change. Rate means how fast a function changes. When you know y, just now I got their example. Y was function of x. So if you change x, y will change. Y will change. That is change of function. That is change of y. But we are not only concerned about change of y. We are also concerned when you are changing x now, how fast y is changing. That is known as rate of change. Or in chemistry, you study one chapter na chemical kinetics. Chemical kinetics is what? By rate of the chemical reaction. Rate of the chemical reaction means what? How fast chemical reaction is happening. How fast products are getting formed. That is rate of your chemical reaction. Same thing. It's not reaction. Rate is not change of function. Change of function is different. Rate of change of function means change is happening, but how fast change is happening. So whenever we talk, you can write this definition. You can write this definition. It represents. Shrikant has said the same definition. I will also say the same definition. I will copy Shrikant definition. Yeah. It represents how fast. It represents how fast a function changes. It represents how fast a function changes. It represents how fast a function changes when the variable on which it depends. It represents how fast a function changes when the variable on which it depends, is changed. It represents, again I will repeat, it represents how fast a function changes when variable on which it depends is changed. Rate of change means how fast change is happening when you are changing the variable on which it depends. Is it okay? सबको समझ में आया भाई? Meaning of word rate of change of function. Everyone got the idea? Change of function is different. Rate of change of function is different. Change means okay, change happened. Rate means how fast change happened. This is what you study in chemical kinetics. You study rate of chemical reaction. You don't say chemical reaction. Chemical reaction means reactant and product. But how fast reaction is happening, that we call as rate of chemical reaction. Same thing is rate of change of function. There also, if you remember, you have taken help of differentiation, average rate instead. Same thing will happen here. Is it okay? Everyone got the idea? Everyone got the idea about rate of change of function? एक बार बोल दो भाई. अरे जल्दी भाई, क्या हो गया? सन मार गया क्या? No one is saying anything. ऐसे देख. So come on here. So rate of change of function means how fast change is happening, because only change is not important. Change hua, okay. Change hua, that's good. But how fast change came? How fast change came? That is known as the rate of change. Rate of change. And this rate of change is very important, bhai. If you see what is velocity, rate of change of position, what is acceleration, rate of change of velocity, what is force, rate of change of momentum, what is EMF, rate of change of magnetic flux. So this rate of change is always used in every chapter of physics. You will get word rate of change. Rate of change K means in your mind it should strike how fast change is occurring. That is known as rate of change of function. No problem. Yeah. So I think everyone got the idea. So you tell me in one word, you tell me what is the meaning of word rate of change of function. Then only we can move further. What is the meaning of rate of change of function? Rate of change of function, jaldi batao. What is the meaning of word rate of change of function? Anywhere came rate of change of velocity, rate of change of function. What is the meaning of rate of change of function? Simple meaning of word rate of change of function. Jaldi. तो अर्गा भाई टाइप चैंडी घर में बैठ के क्या कर रहे हो भाई? टाइपिंग स्पीड भी नहीं बढ़ा पाए, 3 महीने से यूट्यूब देख रहे हो, 2 महीने से आफ्टर नीट एग्जाम यू आर सीइंग फटाफट कीबोर्ड तोड़ दो. How fast change is happening? How fast change is happening? Rate of change of function means how fast change is happening. No problem, no problem, no problem. Yeah. Now थोड़ा ध्यान देना. Now थोड़ा ध्यान देना. And we are not writing definition on the board because we have to complete more things in lesser time. So we are saving time for concept. We are not working more on these things. Yeah. So okay. So rate of change of function means how fast change is happening. That is known as rate of change of function. Now always remember. थोड़ा ध्यान देना. अब बहुत ही important thing we are going to talk. We are going to talk about very important point. Can anyone tell me how many types of rate we have? How many types of rate of change we have? Very good, Vita. How many types of two types? Average rate. That's why whenever you calculate velocity, two velocities you calculated. कुछ याद है पागलो? Or when you studied two types of velocity came, average velocity, instantaneous velocity. When you calculated acceleration, you got two acceleration because acceleration is also rate of change. Two types of acceleration, average acceleration, instantaneous. When you calculated force, you got two types of force, average force, instantaneous, because rate is itself two types. So always remember, we always have two types of rate. Two types of rate. Chala important. Two types of rate. First type is two types of rate we have. First type of rate is your average rate of change, or we simply say average rate. And second type of rate is our instantaneous rate. थोड़ा ध्यान देना. This is very important. First one is our average rate. Second one is our instantaneous rate. Now थोड़ा ध्यान देना. Be focused. No problem. Yeah. Sir, many people are knowing, already done during ABC, same thing we are doing, but again you have to understand all this thing because these are very basic things which will be used everywhere in the chapter. So that's why. So two types of rate are there. One is average rate, one is instantaneous rate. Sir, how I will get to know which rate they are asking? So two types of rate you said, we also studied, sir, but how I will get to? In the question they only mentioned find rate of change, find velocity. They did not mention average velocity, instantaneous velocity. How I will get to know? So always remember, average rate is always calculated for a duration. It is always calculated for a duration. Generally of time. For a duration, generally of time. And instantaneous rate is always calculated for a particular instant. For a particular instant. That's why its name is instantaneous. Generally of time. For a particular value, we calculate instantaneous rate. For duration, we calculate average rate. Is it okay till now for everyone? Is it okay for everyone? Then we will talk about how to calculate average rate and instantaneous rate. So always remember two types of rate we have. One will be for duration. For example, someone said, for example, previous question which you calculated na bhai, this question you calculated velocity of the particle from t equal to 1 second to t equal to 2 seconds. Means you have calculated for duration of 1 second. That's why I have written this velocity as average velocity. I was not fooled that I have written its average velocity because here you have calculated for a duration. So whenever any rate is calculated for a duration, that is known as average. But in the same question, if someone asks you, find the velocity of the particle at t equal to 1 second, particular time, that is known as instantaneous rate. Average rate is calculated for a duration. Instantaneous rate is calculated for a particular instant. Is it till now everyone understood? Small point, but chala important. For a duration, whatever we calculate rate, that is known as average. For instant, we calculate the rate that is known as instantaneous. Now, thoda dhyan de. Now, thoda dhyan de. Okay, sir, we understood. We understood what is meaning of average rate, what is meaning of instantaneous rate. But tell us the method to calculate. Sir, okay, we understood. Sir, rate means how fast function changes. Average rate means for a duration we will calculate. Instantaneous rate for an instant we will calculate. But tell us the method to calculate. Sir, rate क्या है पता चल गया, कितने टाइप से पता चल गया, बट कैसे कैलकुलेट करें, हाउ वी कैलकुलेट रेट, तो थोड़ा ध्यान देना. आई कैन राइट द फॉर्मूला डायरेक्टली, बट आई नो इट विल नॉट डेवलप अंडरस्टैंडिंग. That's why I have to tell you with the help of one example. थोड़ा ध्यान देना. From here only we will get the formula to calculate average rate, formula to calculate instantaneous rate. तो थोड़ा ध्यान देना before. Otherwise I can write directly also. I can write directly and I can say this is the formula. But that will not develop understanding. So that's why. थोड़ा ध्यान देना. See how we calculate average rate, how we calculate instantaneous rate. तो एक बार देखो. Our entire story started with function. Someone came and he said, sir, if I have y, which is function of x. Someone came and he said, sir, I have y, which is function of x. That definitely means, sir, if you change the value of x from x1 to x2. First, you will change the value of x from x1 to x2. If you change the value of x from x1 to x2, y will change from y1 to y2. Just like this example. Every example I gave you for some intention. Just like this example. When you are changing the value of x from 0 to 1, y is also changing from 0 to 1. When you are changing x from 1 to 2, y is changing from 1 to 4. So same thing I am saying here. If you change the value of x from x1 to x2, y will change from y1 to y2. That means we can represent change of x, which we represent by delta. Delta means change. Delta x will become change when you change the value of x from x1 to x2. So what is the change in x? That will become x2 minus x1. Similarly, when you change x from x1 to x2, y will change from y1 to y2. So change of y we represent as delta y. And it will become y2 minus y1. So थोड़ा ध्यान देना. Yeah, you can see no problem. Better you can see that also if you have time. Otherwise, this is enough. Some people are asking, is it needed to see ABC class? That's your choice. This is also enough. In less time, here we will cover more things. Don't worry. Okay. So you can see that also, or you can see this also. No problem. एक बार देखो. Sir, y was function of x. Means if you change x from x1 to x2, y will change from y1 to y2. That means change in x will become delta x. Change in y will become delta y. Change in x, delta x will be x2 minus x1. Delta y will be y2 minus y1. Now from here we define. Dhyan de thoda. This is what I was saying you. Rate of change of function means how fast function is changing when you are changing the variable. Here variable was x. So when you change x from x1 to x2, how fast y change from y1 to y2. That is known as rate. So from here we call average rate. Average rate formula we define. Average rate formula we define as when you change x1 from x1 to x2, when change in x happened delta x, change in y happened delta y. So with respect to delta x, how much delta y came? That is known as average rate. That is your delta y by delta x. Or you can say y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Chala important general formula for average rate. Did you understood this formula by? With respect to the variable, how fast function is changing, that is your rate. So with respect to delta x, how much delta y came, that is your average rate. That is delta y by delta x. Same syllabus is going on, definitely. अरे कुछ बोल दो भाई, समझे क्या? With respect to x, how much, with respect to delta x, how much delta y came? That is your average rate. That is your delta y by delta x. No problem. And this is the master formula for average rate. This can be used everywhere for average velocity, average acceleration, average force, average EMF. Anywhere in the physics it came about average rate, you can use this for the master formula for average rate. Now someone said, okay sir, we understood average rate means, sir, when you are changing x, now y is changing. So x changes delta x, y changes delta y. So what is the ratio of these two changes? Or with respect to delta x, how much delta y came? So delta y by delta x is average rate. But someone says, sir, then tell me how to find instantaneous rate. थोड़ा ध्यान देना, from here only instant, because instantaneous rate is also a type of rate. तो थोड़ा ध्यान देना भाई, instantaneous rate तो एक बार देख लो, instantaneous rate. ध्यान दो, ध्यान दो, ध्यान दो. Be focused. थोड़ा ध्यान दो. हाँ, okay, हाँ. Sir, now average rate we understood delta y by delta x. Instantaneous rate we are talking. Always remember, yeah, many people know how that result comes, how differentiation appears here. Till now, nowhere differentiation appears. But how differentiation appears here? Sir, instantaneous rate means particular instant. Particular instant means gap will be very less. Particular, sir, you are talking about instantaneous rate. Sir, instantaneous rate means at a particular instant. At a particular instant, this change will be very small. So what happened for instantaneous rate? This delta which you are seeing here and here, this delta become very small. Very small means tends to zero, almost zero. So for instantaneous rate, whatever the change you are seeing delta, that delta becomes almost zero. If delta becomes there, all zero, better we can write. For instantaneous means particular instant. Particular instant means delta will be very small. So actually what happened for instantaneous rate, this delta becomes very small. And when this delta becomes very small, this delta we represent as small d. When delta is bigger, we represent delta. When delta becomes, you are calculating instantaneous pagal for a particular instant. So change will be very less now. So delta will be very small. And that very small delta we represent as small d. This delta only I am representing, nothing new. This delta only I am representing as small d. Means your average rate will ultimately become, your instantaneous rate will ultimately become. Sir, for instantaneous rate, delta will be very small delta will represent as small d. Now small d I will put in place of delta. I will get the formula for instantaneous rate. And our instantaneous rate will become, delta now will represent as small d. As small d also it will become dy by dx. And this is also known as differentiation of y with respect to x. So this is how differentiation is involved in instantaneous. And this is the use of differentiation. It is used to find instantaneous rate. First you can write all these things. पहले लिख लो भाई, notes में जल्दी से लिख लो. अरे कुछ समझे कि मैंने टाइम पास कर दिया? Did you understand little bit what happened here? Average rate is also rate, instantaneous rate is also rate. So master formula is same, but for instantaneous in place of delta we write small d. So it becomes dy by dx, and we pronounce that dy by dx as differentiation of y with respect to x. So first everyone can write. After writing you can say done sir, then we'll move further. Means now we have introduced word differentiation. And we also understood meaning of word differentiation. Differentiation is used for finding instantaneous rate. Everyone written, writing done. Chalo bhai, writing done, no problem, no problem. That means we can now talk about differentiation. Differentiation we are going to talk. Now we will talk in detail about our main target, differentiation. हाँ, so we'll talk. हाँ, done sir, बहुत बढ़िया. And you can write the first point only. You can write the first point only. Already done in ABC class, but okay. Again, we have to see because this will give you more clarity. So you can write about differentiation. It is used to find. It is used to find. It is used to find. It is used to find instantaneous rate of change. It is used to find instantaneous rate of change. It is used to find instantaneous rate of change of the given function. It is used to find instantaneous rate of change of the given function. It is used to find instantaneous rate of change of the given function with respect to variable. With respect to variable. So always keep one thing in your mind. Entire universe, only one method exists for finding instantaneous rate. Tomorrow, anywhere, any planet you go and ask to those people which method you use for finding instantaneous rate, only one method. That method is different. Differentiation has been discovered to find only instantaneous rate. Differentiation is used to find instantaneous rate. No problem. You just now solve. So no problem. We'll not take more time in this. Now you tell me. We will learn how to do differentiation. Most of the people you already learn. But before that, you must know how to pronounce this differentiation. How to represent this differentiation. So always remember, for example, if I write dy by dz, can you tell me how you pronunciate this? It's not enough to say differentiation. You have to say whom you are differentiating with respect to whom you are differentiating. For example, someone said dy by dz. How you pronunciate this? Come on. This must be known because we have seen in offline class students will say, sir, I am not able to do differentiation. Are not differentiation of what with respect to what? You must know. Actually, always remember, actually this representation is this. Actually this representation goes like this. Means whom you are differentiating y with respect to z, and we pronounce this. So always remember, if it is written like this, your numerator always represent the function whom you are differentiating, and denominator represent with respect to. And that's why we call this as differentiation of y with respect to z. This is how we pronunciate this. I think most of you are knowing this, so you will tell me how I'll pronunciate this. Come on, you will say how I pronunciate this. dv by dr. Bolo bhai, dv by dr. Jaldi bata, how I pronunciate this. Jaldi bolo, dv by dr. How I pronunciate this. Whose differentiation with respect to whom? Now I'll say, sir, v is in numerator, r is in denominator. Means we are differentiating v with respect to r. Means we pronunciate this as differentiation of v with respect to r. This also means v depends on r. This also means y depends on z. This also means y is function of z. This also means v is function of r. So this is how things goes in representation of differentiation. Is it okay? Everyone will be able to represent differentiation. Pronounce kar loge. Then we will start with rules of differentiation. Tawfiq sir class is at what time? No problem. I think everyone will be able to do. You already know, just we are revising. Next class is chemistry now, Tawfiq sir class. 11 for. He came in, he was in very hurry. He came now, then he went outside. Yeah, okay, no problem, no problem, no problem. So I thought maybe timing little problem is there. Yeah. Acha, time, I think my watch is running, no, okay, fine. His watch is running fast. No problem, yeah. So this is how we talk about. I'm giving you time of 2 seconds. एक बार देख लो भाई. Revise all these things from the beginning of today's class. जल्दी से एक बार देख लो. फटाफट फटाफट. Roll down the pages once you can see. Then we'll start with rules of differentiation. जल्दी से एक बार देख लो. एक बार देख लो सारे. Whatever we studied today. Function means dependency. Rate means how fast function changes. Two types of rate: average rate, instantaneous rate. Average calculated for duration, instantaneous calculated for instant. Average rate, if y is function of x, average rate will be delta y by delta x. If y is function of x, instantaneous rate will be dy by dx. This dy by dx is known as differentiation, and we call it as differentiation of numerator with respect to denominator. So numerator differentiation of y with respect to x. Up to this, done. Sare, is it Sare till now? Till now, okay. एक बार दे दो भाई, कुछ सिंबल दे दो. I will feel you are alive. You see, right now many students came from online to offline. Na? They attended class during ABC. Okay, बहुत बढ़िया. Everyone is present. Yeah. This is what I told in the beginning also. If you are studying online, you have to be extra sincere. I am finding girls who are coming to the offline, they attended ABC class, and I'm asking them question directly in the class. They're not able to reply. All of them are not able to reply. They're saying, sir, we did not attended class properly. This is thing. If you are in online, be extra sincere. In offline, we can scold you, we can beat you, we can give you target. In online, we cannot do that. That's why better opt for offline. Better. Maybe some days it will take to come back, but come back as fast as possible and come in the flow of your preparation. In online, people just remain and just see the video. They don't make notes proper. If you are able to do all these things perfectly, there will be no difference in the teaching in online and offline. No difference will come. Same thing will happen. But if you are not, if you feel little you can get distracted in online, come to the offline, start your preparation in the best possible manner. Now we'll start with rules of differentiation. We'll talk about rules of differentiation. Rules of differentiation. I'm asking question from them, they are not able to reply. They are saying just we opened video, something we saw, then we started seeing some YouTube shorts, then we started seeing. I said to them, why you are playing with your future life? Why you are not playing with your, such people don't play with their life only, their parents' life also. Are mummy, papa, they are thinking something for you. They want to see, at least do for them. At least do for them. Don't make them fool. They are spending money. What do you think? Spending 1 lakh, 2 lakh is easy? No. It's tough, bhai. It's hard-earned money. Use that money for good purpose. Just taking admission and doing pass. This is never we follow this thing in Gosalites. Taking money, giving money to the people and just doing the time pass. No. Your parents' money are very important. If you have dedication to become doctor, then only you study. Then only it's a hard-earned money. Every money costs their sweat and blood. So don't waste their money. At least for them, work hard. Just matter of 10 months. 10 months, go to medical college, Tarvata, chill. Or your daddy will also have group of 5-10 people there. Proudly he can say, my daughter is doing MBBS from this college. Right now his friends will be asking what your daughter is doing. He will be saying something. You see now what will be his feeling. Your parents never want money from you. You cannot give any money to your father. You can give, but that will not make happy. What will make happy? his proudness. How he will get proudness? By saying in his group of friends that my daughter is doing MBBS. Think this thing. My daughter, my son is studying in this medical college. How much proud he will be while saying this. So sometimes think all these things whenever you waste your time. So see this, what they are expecting, no problem, we'll come back, okay. In between some things come. I remember my days, yeah. Till time I have earned so much money, so much things happened, okay, doing job for so many days, okay. I give so much, I give whatever money parents want, but I've never seen that much happiness on my father's face on that day when I got selected in IIT. That day was different. That happiness on his face was different than the happiness we see now. Now also we make them happy. They want some purpose, some money. We can give. But the day when I got selected in IIT, that day happiness of his face never matched till now. So try to give like that something which they can say proudly entire life. Now also he keep on saying this thing. So much time passed, but still he says, my son is IIT and my son. I say, Daddy, please stop now. It's not needed to tell. Okay, let's start. So we'll talk about rules of differentiation. Few rules will be there. 7, 8, 9 rules are there. We'll start with first rule. Rule number 1 we will start. Shall we start with the rule? Bolo bhai, rule number 1 start kar de. Shall we start with rule number 1? चलेगा क्या? Yeah. So we'll start with rule number 1. Easiest rule and most important rule. 90% of differentiation will be involving first 4 rules, which are the easiest rule. एक बार देख लो what is rule number 1. एक बार देख लो, no problem. Rule number 1, which everyone knows, easiest rule and most useful rule. So rule number 1 says, if I have any function y, if I have y which is function of x such that y is given as y equal to x to the power n. Yeah, everyone is knowing. Yeah. First rule says if I have any function y which is given as y equal to x to the power n. What is n here? N is the power. It can be any number. It can be 1, 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, minus 1, minus 2, parwale do. So if someone said, if I'm giving you y equal to x to the power n and he asked me to differentiate y with respect to x, that means he asked me to differentiate x to the power n with respect to x. So rule number 1 says differentiation of x to the power n, differentiation of y equal to x to the power n means differentiation of x to the power n will be nx to the power n minus 1. This is the rule number 1. Differentiation of x to the power n will be nx to the power n minus 1. Nx to the power n minus 1. Someone came and he said, Sir, can you tell one example? Ek example dekh lo. Someone came and he said, Sir, I am giving you y equal to x cube. And I am asking you to find dy by dx. Come on, everyone will tell how much differentiation will come. If y is given as x cube, what will be its differentiation? Twarga bhai. Dikshit, bahut badhiya, jaldi. Easiest but most useful. Vaishnavi, bahut badhiya. Sridhar Reddy, bahut badhiya. Lakshmi, very good. Pallavi, very good. I think everyone will get. I will simply say, sir, this is in the form of y equal to x to the power n. This differentiation is in the form of y equal to, if you see, x to the power n. This is also in the form of y equal to x to the power n. Here n value is, n means power. Here power value is 3. So you already know whenever you have any differentiation in the form of any function in the form of x to the power n, its differentiation become nx to the power n minus 1. N means power. What is power here? 3. So it will become 3x to the power 3 minus 1. So it will become finally 3x square. And this formula, this method will work for any value of x, any value of n. N is 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 3. Everyone understood rule number 1. Jaldi se likh lo bhai. Then I will give you 1-2 question from rule number 1. Then remaining rules we'll do in the next class. Time sarapondi. Time aipoindi. Chalo, no problem, no problem. So this is rule number 1. Differentiation of x to the power n will be nx to the power n minus 1. nx to the power n minus 1. nx to the power n minus 1. For example, some question I will give you to practice. You have to differentiate y equal to x to the power 10. You have to find dy by dx. Second, y equal to 1 by x. You have to find dy by dx. Third, y equal to root x. You have to find dy by dx. चलो भाई जल्दी से बना के आंसर बता दो. First one will come 10x to the power 10 minus 1. That is 10x to the power 9. Lakshmi very good. Sridhar very good. Ani very good. Pallavi very good. First one everyone got. Harshini, Vaishnavi, Binita very good. Everyone will get. We will simply say this is the form of x to the power n. So x to the power n differentiation is n is 10 here. N means power. N x to the power n minus 1. So 10 x to the power 10 minus 1. So this will become 10 x to the power 9. No problem. Second one is little tricky, but I think you will get. Harshini very good. Acha, Dikshit has given all 3 answers. बहुत बढ़िया Dikshit. Pallavi very good. Binita very good. Harshini very good. Mr. Ani very good. Second one you cannot differentiate directly because x is in denominator. So first you have to bring it in numerator. You have done this type of maths at least. 1 by x you can also write as x to the power minus 1. 1 by x. Actually directly no formula exists for this differentiation. So better you will bring x in the numerator. X to the power minus 1. Now this is the form of x to the power n. Again its differentiation will be n x to the power n minus 1. What is n here? Power minus 1. So minus 1 x to the power minus 1 minus 1. N value is minus 1. That's why in place of n I am putting minus 1. This will become minus 1 x to the power minus 1 minus 2. This will ultimately, again you can bring this in denominator. It will become minus 1 by x square. Is it okay? Acha, Pallavi has given answer for third one also. Very good. Third one, sir. You said formula for differentiation of x to the power n, but here you have given root x. You did not told any formula for root, but actually no formula was required. Actually under root means power 1 by 2. Directly you cannot differentiate this, but you will say, sir, you have given me root x. Root x means x to the power 1 by 2. Again it came in the form of x to the power n, n x to the power n minus 1. What is n, sir? N means power 1 by 2 x to the power 1 by 2 minus 1. This will become 1 by 2 x to the power. 1 by 2 minus 1 will give you minus 1 by 2. So this is your answer. If you want, you can further simplify it. 1 by 2. You can bring this down. Power negative, you can bring it down. 1 by x to the power 1 by 2. Or again, you can write 1 by 2 as root x. So 1 by 2 root x. Are kuch samjhe bhai? How many of you got all 3 answers correct? It was tough to type, but how many of you got all 3 answers correct? Padnamavan Sura. Padnamavam Sura. Correct, very good. Pallavi, very good. Harshini, very good. Lakshmi Twarga bhai. Lakshmi, very good. Binita, very good. Harsha, very good. Spurti, very good. So this is how we have talked about. From here we will do some more question in the next class. We'll start from here, other rules in the next class. Today time was time completed. Yeah, we'll start from here in the next class and start studying. Bhai, बहुत जरूरी है. In your life right now you have everything. Or you have good face, you have good body structure, you have good brain. What is left? What is not there with you? What is your desire right now? To get doctor word before your name. And just matter of 10 months, 10 months, study best. Go to medical college, see the life. Right now you don't have any life. You can see that life in the medical college. So start working hard. This is how we have talked about. From here, we will start in the next class. For today, bye bye. All the best for your future preparation. Tata, bye bye. Come on. Yeah. Chalo, bye. If you want, you can scan. और